These are the 21st most unbelievable moments in NBA history. At number 21, Goran Dragic completely loses awareness of his surroundings, then pulls this off.
Out early in the first quarter, they're able to reinsert him here at the end and use him as the full.
Oh my! Dragic trying to just induce.
Man, save that kind of stuff for the circus next time. But Luka probably thought he was in a circus too after trying one of the craziest passes you'll ever witness.
Facundo Campazzo in the game. Doncic. Oh! Bounce pass from a sitting position, and it was an absolute dime for a jam.
Man, you can't give Luka even a second. Unbelievable. At this point, we've come to expect that kind of madness from him. But not in a million years did I think a 7-foot Robin Lopez would even attempt this.
No, he's not.
Here he is again. Whoa, Lopez! Are you serious?
Either Lopez has eyes in the back of his head, or my dog just got lucky. But you know what's almost as rare as that? Blocking Shaquille O'Neal. It was February 6th, 2010, and fans were expecting a routine midseason game between the Knicks and Cavs, until the league's smallest player, Nate Robinson, and its biggest Shaq went head-to-head.
Turns baseline. Uh-oh, blocked by Nate Robinson. Talks just right at Shaq.
Sure, Robinson might be just 5 feet 9 inches, but he's got the heart of a lion.
By Wade. Here's James. Drives past Bellinelli. Blocked from behind by Robinson. And then a foul call on Dwayne Wade.
First Shaq, now LeBron James. This guy's on another level. But this isn't it's not the only time a player made a smart move against LeBron, just like Gerald Henderson did. Don't get me wrong, getting dunked on by LBJ isn't fun, but Henderson had the last laugh when the refs didn't count the basket. Speaking of which, James Harden can relate to LeBron James because 8 years later, something very similar went down.
To go. Oh. Harden the steal. And then the dunk. Oh, he missed it!
No, that ball went through and then came out.
Wait a minute.
Man, James Harden nearly became the first player to score 2 baskets on one shot, and the refs didn't even count the first one. Shaking my head. On a serious note, even a blind squirrel finds a nut sometimes. But do you know what a blind squirrel can also do?
123-121. Monk trapped, throws a bad pass. Okeke dunks it in. We're tied at 123. 5 seconds left. Fox rising. 35-footer. It's good. And Sacramento, a walk-off 3 from De'Aaron Fox.
Since when was a game between the Kings and the Magic this entertaining? Then again, maybe they're a perfect match. But legendary players have a way of making the impossible look routine, just like Dwayne Wade.
That was efficient. Rubio turns it over. Wade will heave it. It's good and it goes. And it does go. Wow, are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Dwayne Wade.
I never thought I'd hear steals the ball, 360 spin, and half-court shot all in the same sentence. Give this man his flowers. Anyway, now that we're at the top 10 most impossible moments, we're about to turn 1 in 1,000 plays into 1 in a million moments. And it all begins with the Black Mamba on April 4th, 2006. Against the Suns, Kobe Bryant delivered one of the most legendary performances ever. That night, Kobe made not 1, but 2 game-changing shots, starting with a game-winning shot in regulation.
George to Kobe Bryant. Bryant inside. It's good.
And if that wasn't enough, Kobe raised clutch to a whole new level in overtime.
Get a shot here. Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang!
Making 1 game-changing shot is impressive, but hitting 2, that's how legends are made. But it's still not as jaw-dropping as number 9, when Nick Van Exel pulled off the unthinkable with 2 defenders all over him.
And he's been very professional this year, hasn't played a lot, obviously.
Are you kidding me?
Man, this guy was straight up floating. He was on a whole different level when he made that shot. And Luka Doncic is headed to another level thanks to plays like this.
Poked away from Luka into the backcourt. He'll pick it up. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. It's going to take some Luka magic to save the possession. And that's what it is! In the center court.
Well, I'll be damned. How did this guy almost lose the ball 1 second, then hit an all-time great shot the next? Now imagine making a shot like this with the game on the line, because that's exactly what Morris Peterson pulled off.
Toronto, they go the length of the court. Ruffin tips it away. And no! Not possible! Not possible!
If there's any moment that screams, it's not over till it's over, this is it. But here's an even harder pill to swallow. The time LeBron James pulled a Stephen Curry move on Stephen Curry. It was May 19th, 2021. Lakers versus Warriors, and with the game winding down, this happened to LeBron.
Pass to Caruso, back to James, and he's fouled. Draymond Green would not let him get a layup.
But getting poked in the eye didn't faze LeBron. In fact, it only fired him up more.
Green throws it back up top. James puts up the three. Oh, it's good! LeBron James from downtown as the shot clock expires.
Hey, someone get the Warriors a passport. This was straight up embarrassing. After the game, Stephen Curry was so down, he did the only thing he could to make it better. But what's even more impressive than having eyes in the back of your head? When Christmas came early, on December 15th, 2021, Pelicans versus Thunder, fans witnessed not one, but 2 game-winning shots. It all kicked off with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hitting this shot with 2 seconds left.
No timeouts. The ball is inbounded to Shea. Temple did not foul. Shea on the step back still buries the three.
That was seriously clutch, but it didn't last long, because moments later, Devontae Graham pulled off something even more spectacular.
And you know what's interesting about that? He was trying.
Oh, Graham! Count the bucket for the win! Devontae Graham walks it off.
That's when fans thought they'd seen everything. Graham proved that your dreams don't have to wait for Christmas to come true. And that brings us to the top 3 moments. Things are about to get so impossible, even Dude Perfect couldn't replicate these. It's rare to see a player score 37 points in a single quarter, but on January 23, 2015, Klay Thompson did just that. However, that might not be his most unbelievable achievement. Just 3 years later, he set the record for most three-pointers in a game with 14.
How about Thompson? It's his first 3 tonight and his first 2 shots.
Just dribbles into a 3 and buries another one. Klay Thompson again. Klay's got another one.
Oh, he got his rhythm back.
Well, he's 1 away from the record. Catch and shoot 3. There it is. For NBA history, he got it! 14 threes in a game. Has never been done until tonight.
It still amazes me that the NBA lets Curry and Thompson play on the same team. That's basically a cheat code. At number 2, we have one of the greatest buzzer beaters in NBA history. It was March 24th, 2018, Hornets versus Raptors, and with just 6 seconds left, the Hornets were down by 2, hoping to steal the game. But things took a turn for the worse when Jeremy Lamb lost control of the ball after the inbound. Sometimes, though, the biggest disasters can turn into unexpected blessings.
Hornets got a pair. Lamb lost it. Has to fire. Jeremy Lamb wins it. Unbelievable.
What just happened?
Toronto. Good golly, Miss Molly. He did it.
Man, my guy had the Raptors by the ropes and then sank a game winner from beyond half court. That's the kind of moment every kid dreams about. But there's one moment no kid could ever imagine because it was so shocking, so unlikely, and so legendary, it'll never happen again. To understand this moment, we have to go back 2 decades to December 9th, 2004, Tracy McGrady versus Tim Duncan. With less than 35 seconds left in regulation, the Spurs had a solid 76-68 lead, and it looked like the Spurs were set to win. But then Tracy McGrady basically said, "Hold my beard." In the next 35 seconds, he went absolutely wild.
I'm out, and Popovich obviously upset with Manu.
Here's McGrady for three.
It was like Mission Impossible, but on a basketball court. Every little thing had to go McGrady's way. But like John Mayer says, when your back's against the wall, there's only one choice. Turn around and fight. And fight he did. Because of that, he gets to tell his grandkids what happens when you refuse to quit. Seriously, that was so heroic, I still can't believe it happened. Just like I can't believe the time a player hired a black ops trainer after missing a free throw, or when someone made a free throw with their eyes closed. And don't even get me started on what happened to Karl Malone's dog. You just have to see this stuff. These are the 21st funniest free throws in NBA history.